So I've just been in a really good mood the last few days, like just not even trying, like it's just really good mood. And and then I was messaging with a ENFJ friend of mine who lives in Europe, and she was saying how ENFJs and ISTPs, their cognitive origin is validation. And both of those types, they do so much for other people, and they really don't get credit or like receive back like the recognition of just how caring they are, which made me feel emotional, because it was like she was validating that for me, like, yes. I feel validated. And well, the reason, I don't know if you could tell I was crying, just I was thinking about, wow, there's a full moon tomorrow, I think, and the last few full moons I've just been purging out emotion, and I'm like, maybe this one's different. Maybe this is a happy full moon. But anyway, yeah, I have this INFJ friend, and like, gosh, 6 months ago, because we were working together at the time, and that ENFP sociopath, his Facebook page is public. Well, he blocked me now. I'm not like I would look at it now anyway, but so his Facebook page was public, and he had this like 2-minute video clip of him in the kitchen talking to like his nephews or something. And so just to show her like what he looked like, because I was talking about, we were talking about boys and our types, and I was like, this is my type. And so I was showing her, and she was like, I don't remember her exact words, but she was just like, whoa, like he's shady as fuck. Because I was telling her I also had a crush on this other ENFP that we both used to work with. He came in, he was like on like corporate sales type, and he came to like, I don't remember why he was there, but I think he ended up getting fired from the company because he was doing some shady shit. But she was like, oh my God, you have a type. They're like so similar. And I was like, oh, I guess so. But anyway, it was funny that, INFJ, their shadow. Wait, their shadow? Oh my God, now I'm confusing myself. But anyway, the ENFP and the INFJ, they have, they share a mind cognitively, just like ENFJ and ISTP are very similar in a lot of ways. The ISTP subconscious is the ENFJ, so ISTP can use FE in a very FE way. Just like ENFJs can look very ISTP sometimes. Like, I worked with a doctor 2 jobs ago. Ooh, loved her. She was amazing. But she was very like pragmatic. Like, just the way she spoke, she was very like TI. I loved it. But anyway, I saw this video, I think it was by Chase Hughes, and yesterday, it was like 5 minutes long, and he was talking about, I forgot what it was about, but he said like these types of people, and so he was talking about people that need pity or something, people that talk about like the troubles they've had or whatever. It was talking about, you can tell what people need or what their insecurities are based on what they say, something like that. And so what he was saying, it's like an Enneagram 4 thing, because Enneagram 4s like are very in tune with their feelings. Like, we have negative experiences and we like express those experiences. And I was like, no, it's not pity. I don't want pity. It has to do with validation, my cognitive origin. And yesterday I spent like all day looking up my Vedic astrological chart. It's supposed to be more accurate than, you know, the Western tropical one. And, you know, it changes some of my signs. So basically with Vedic, I would be an Aries sun. I'm still a Gemini moon, but I would be a Scorpio rising instead of Sagittarius. And then my Venus is still Taurus. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I was looking through the asteroid placements and like all this shit, and there was this one thing that was talking about like having a rough childhood and like karma and working through things and like feeling like you're saying things but people don't believe you. And yes, that's been my experience. Like I'm saying, yes, look, the emperor has no clothes on. But then people, like my mother, she's a big gaslighter, will say like, what are you talking about? Like, you're not allowed to say that. Or, you know, like, it's like they won't be honest, or they don't want to believe the truth, or they make you out to be a villain because you're telling the truth, because you're shining light on the truth. And that really, people don't like that. They can't handle it. They can't handle the truth, or they don't want the truth, or they try to like twist it and make you feel like you're the crazy one, just like what that stinking ENFP tried to do. And it really did feel like, for what I know, I met him 4 years ago, it was like he was a spider. He created this elaborate web. Because what did I say in that other video, that he's not that smart? Actually, he's actually pretty brilliant when it comes to manipulation. He is a master manipulator. He is very, very good at that. Very good at lying, a compulsive liar. But what I'm noticing with like narcissism, ENFJ has been very difficult. Those narcissists have been difficult for me because they have FE hero. But I feel like ENTPs, they're not that dangerous for me because they have FI trickster. So I feel like with that last ENTP, I noticed he would use TI to try to like try to make me think things that weren't true. And I have TI hero, so my TI is gonna be like, come on, that's not true. Like, I don't always speak up and say what I think or whatever, but it's there. I'm thinking like, I know he's lying right now. I know he's trying to like lie to me and all this. So it's pretty easy with ENTP as far as an ISTP. Like, I can see it. I may not understand all of the master plan, but I understand enough, you know, I understand enough. I can see enough of it. But with ENFP, because they have FI parent, like, that really was the big kahuna for me. Like, I really had to be my own source of validation, really be my own source of all my needs, and really get in tune with my own worth. And the validating yourself is so important because, like, when someone's gaslighting you and trying to like twist reality, you know, it can be easy to doubt yourself. It can be easy to doubt yourself. And so I've learned to like write everything down. Like when I was getting to know the ENTP, I have pages and pages and pages and pages. I wrote everything down. We were on the phone for hours and I took notes for months. Because if he starts trying to fucking gaslight me, I can go back and look at it. So then I know I'm not crazy. And my friend was telling me about, she had an ex who is an ESFJ, and they have a daughter who is an INTJ. And this ESFJ is a narcissist, and this INTJ, they're a natural pair. This daughter, she is going through it. You know, she's an adult woman now, but she's going through it because the ESFJ has her in his web. And that's, I feel like the natural pair is probably the most difficult narcissist relationship to get out of, because their strong functions are your weak functions. So the INTJ, they have FE trickster, and then the ESFJ has FE hero. So that's hard. That makes it really hard. So that ENFP is my natural pair, and that's why it was just like, it was like the big kahuna. Like that was like the major big test, like for me, because yeah, I've had to deal with a few ENTPs with work, dating, and then people online, one person in particular. I've had to deal with lots of ESFJs. I mean, my mother being one of them. I meet them at work all the time. And then that guy I dated like 4 or 5 years ago, he was, wow, that was rough. But thankfully I had someone in my life to like be like, hey, watch this video on intermittent reinforcement and narcissism. And then I was like, oh shit. So yeah, I've dealt with different personality types of narcissism, and by far ENFP has been the worst. ESFJ was up there for sure. And then there was one guy who I think was an ISFJ, and that was, I don't know. He might have been an ISFJ, he might have been an ESFJ. It's hard to say, it was a long time ago, but he was pretty, that one was rough. Yeah. The high FE users are really good at manipulation. And then ENFPs are really good at manipulation. I mean, ENFP is the type that can sell you gum on the bottom of their shoe, because they're so good at sales. They have such mastery over the social world. That's what makes it so hard. Plus the FI parent to the FE inferior, it's like you can totally manipulate someone. It really is like the most hardest trap to get out of. It really is. And so I was just telling my INFJ friend what happened like this last month, because she had reached out to me like a few days before he did, and she asked me about him, specifically asked me about him. And then I had those 3 YouTube videos pop up out of nowhere about, hey, someone evil is coming back in your life, be careful. I've also been getting a lot of, you could call them hallucinations, olfactory, like I'm smelling things. But it's not hallucinations, it's like signs from the universe, I guess. And I'm just now becoming aware that they are signs. Like when you're walking and then you just smell cigarette smoke and you're like, where is that coming from? Like that happens all the time. But now I'm realizing it's a sign. Just like the other night, I walked out of my house and there's this strong lavender smell. Like I walked all the way from my door to my car across the street, and the lavender smell, and I was like, that smells so good, but where the fuck is that coming from? Like, I think that sense is just coming online even stronger, because this has been a thing. Like, I've definitely had this, but I feel like it's even stronger now and more frequent. Yeah. So now that I'm aware that it's not like a hallucination, it's actually like a gift. So I need to try and be more cognizant of the meaning when this happens, you know? Like when I smell cigarette smoke, it might mean, okay, someone evil is nearby, or someone's evil's coming, someone toxic is coming. If I smell lavender, you know, that's got to have a meaning to it. Yeah. That's interesting. Every night before bed, I've been talking to my angels and all my guides and entities that love me and want the best for me. Just talking to them and asking them to continue giving me signs and downloads and dreams. And I've been dreaming every night. But yeah, just the crying today before I turned this camera on, it was just like, I just felt grateful. I felt so grateful to be done, to be out of that web, out of that trap. Oh my God. It was such a mind fuck. Such a mind fuck. And he really is evil. I mean, if you're gonna call someone evil, he definitely, it applies. And just like the psychic said, it would take him at least 2 lifetimes to like get healthy or something. I believe it. I believe it. Yeah. Oh man, it's rough. Yeah. And I've been thinking about the ENTP lately, about the good times, and I'm talking to my angels, and they're like, here's some videos on psychopathy, look at it. And I'm like, okay, you're right. Yep, you're right. Yeah. It's weird because I feel like my presence on this earth, like I'm a light bringer, you know, like just by existing, by being myself, I irritate people's shadows. And I feel like, I mean, by bringing the truth on the light, it can catalyze people to grow, but still, like, people have to want to grow, and then they have to put in the effort to grow. And I think if you're really, like, if you're legit a narcissist or a psychopath or something, or a fucking sociopath, whatever you want to call it, that shit can take multiple lifetimes to really work through. It can. So I do believe people can change. I do believe people can grow. And I do feel like the being that I am stimulates that in people. Still, like, that shit takes time. It takes time. And when someone like that ENFP, like he said, he grew up around narcissists and psychopaths. So that's ingrained in him. That is ingrained in his personality. It's ingrained in who he is. Like, that doesn't change overnight. He's a compulsive liar. All these games and tricks and the mental delusions, and like my mother, she's not even aware that she's delusional. I mean, it doesn't seem like it. Maybe she is. I don't know. But like that ISFJ on Love is Blind Italy, the narcissist, he's delusional. It's just crazy. These people are crazy. They're insane. They're insane. And they play games to like make you feel like you're crazy. It's insane. It's insane. Man. But yeah, anyway, I was looking through my Vedic astrological chart. Yeah, and I was looking at some of the placements and what it meant for like my childhood and like working off karmic lessons and shit. It's pretty in depth. I'm looking through it, just learning. There's so many symbols and stuff, like, and all that stuff. But it's fun. I mean, it was really fun going through it, writing all down, all this shit. And then like, yeah, anyway, I'm rambling now. Oh, I just feel such a release and a relief. And I feel so grateful not to be stuck in a web anymore. Oh my God. And it's like, you know, I'm able to validate myself and my reality now. So when someone gaslights me, I'm just like, no, I trust myself. It does still help to receive validation elsewhere. Like, you know, I shared what happened with an ENFP, an ENFJ, and another ENFJ. And the ENFP, she was like, why would he say that? And then the other ENFJ was just like, oh my God. And then I was feeling like, God, it'd be really nice for someone to validate my experience right now. Like, you know, because it just helps. It just helps. I feel like as a kid, my experience was constantly invalidated. The truth was constantly invalidated. When you grow up with a fucking narcissist for a mother, your reality is constantly being invalidated. And so it feels really good to be validated. Like, oh, yeah. So this other ENFJ, thank God, she's like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Like, you clearly didn't want sex and this, and he did that. And he's so like, I don't remember her words, but she just completely validated that, like, yeah, he's a fucking piece of shit. It feels good because it's like when someone's gaslighting you, it can put seeds of doubt, because that's the whole fucking point of the gaslighting, is to twist your own reality. It's to doubt yourself. And I feel like I'm too strong for that to happen. Like, anytime that came up, I was like, nope, he's a liar. He is a liar. Look at the history of this fucking asshole. He's a liar. He's not even an asshole. He's a demon. He's a demon. He's demonic. He's malevolent. He is not human, like a human with a conscience, a human with warmth and light and love. He's not. Everything is fabricated. It's fabricated for his own agenda. And honestly, he had told me his ex was a sociopath, and you know, he had this big story, and he has to move there so that he can save his daughter so that she's not around a sociopath. You know what? Actually, being that he twists reality, I'm kind of thinking his ex was probably the victim here, and he's the one terrorizing her. That poor daughter. That poor daughter. this is speculation. It's just what I'm kind of, it's a suspicion. That's all. It's a suspicion. Anyway. Yeah. And it's easy to be like, you know, I try to help other people online and stuff because everywhere people are dealing with these unhealthy narcissistic people and they're trapped, and I'm trying to spread what I know. And sometimes it can be easy to feel like just leave but it's not that hard. It's not that easy when you're stuck in this web, because it's a mental entanglement trap. It's insane. And the people who have never had to deal with this shit, like, they don't get it. They don't understand that there's actually people out there who will fuck with you just because they can. They will do really harmful things just because they can. They get pleasure out of it. They like it. They like confusing you. They like hurting you. They like fucking with your head. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. So yeah, the natural pair, if you meet your natural pair and they are a psychopath or a narcissist or Machiavellian, any of that shit, like, run for your life. Run for your life. Do not give them your heart. Don't give them your heart. Write everything down. Write down what they're saying, what they're doing. Pay attention to how you feel, your intuition. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Value yourself. Honor yourself. Love yourself. Take space from them. Don't let yourself get trapped. It's hard to get out. Some people never get out. Some people never get out. Okay.